Now I'm just what you want. I look like you want me to, and I can't tell what's true, cause my world's made up of fake news, yeah. I'm realigning every facet of the space I'm in. I'm customizing all the curves that give the shape I'm in. I'm redesigning all of me so maybe I fit in. Now I'm not whining, but I fucking hate this world we're in. It's just not the kind of place I wanna be. It don't got the kind of rules I wanna see. I feel caught with no shot, so fuck not. Won't live inside your robot. Not like this, cause I don't think you really know who I am, or what I like, or why I don't fit inside your universe, cause I always come out feeling worse. No, yeah, you don't know me, despite all your data says. These ads I confess, they must know I'm depressed, yeah. And I don't think like that, I'm not like you. Fuck you, I'm not a stat, I'm misconstrued. I'm taking my life back, but from all your garbage I scroll through. Not like this, cause I don't think you really know who I am, or what I like, or why I don't fit inside your universe, cause I always come out feeling worse. No. And I don't think like that, I'm not like you. Fuck you, I'm not a stat, I'm misconstrued. I'm taking my life back, but from all your garbage I scroll through. So I hit start like this, and the world loads like that, and I blow harsh with a kiss. I'm metamorphosing into a cat. Now I race around like glitch, find the time to look a name on Twitch, switching lights in my brain, yeah, Pokemon got me bewitched. I'm fucking with fans, trying to make them glow, and we take pics like this, and I like the pics so much, I'm gonna pin them up home. Now they can reach me by phone, I am doing this on my own. This kingdom will be overthrown. I'm realigning every facet of the space I'm in. I'm customizing all the curves that give the shape I'm in. I'm redesigning all of me so maybe I fit in. Now I'm not whining, but I fucking hate this world we're in. It's just not the kind of place I wanna be. It don't got the kind of rules I wanna see. I feel caught with no shot, so fuck not. Won't live inside your robot.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Live inside your robot.
Oh, it's going on.
Inside your robot. I'm not your robot.
Yo,
I'm not a robot.
what in the world are we doing on a Thursday? We're looking at the timeline, and do you feel this sense of complete and utter hatred? Unhope isn't the right word, but like, you know, in Hunger Games when they have Katniss Everdeen and there's hope and everybody's doing the whistle and the 3-finger thing in the air being like, yeah, we're gonna be all right. That's completely gone from the entire timeline. I have no idea why, but today people are feeling bearish. We're gonna go through different headlines. Some of it's gonna be positive, some of it's gonna be a little bit kind of if this is your first time coming on through, what's up? My name is Schiller. We've been talking about NFTs for a couple of years. Started with NBA Top Shot and continued on. We do have a video up on the YouTube as well, the original mint of Bored Ape Yacht Club. I think it's the only one that exists in history. Well, not in history, but at least on YouTube. I haven't seen any others, and if you see it, let me know. But feel free to go back and watch all that stuff and believe in. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing well. So for anybody that doesn't know, basically we go through the timeline and check out different tweets. And one of the things that's popped up a lot as of recently is the conversation around stablecoins, and it kind of got supercharged with the press conference the other day. If you happen to miss it, basically the US came out and they were like, we have these digital assets, we're building out a framework. The market's kind of taken a dump since then for various reasons, but it's put a really huge focal point on everything around stablecoins because that's arguably the easiest component of crypto technology that everybody can use when we talk about payments and whatnot. So, Nick Tomeno, stablecoin activity is accelerating. Stripe's acquisition of Bridge closed the largest acquisition in crypto history by more than 2x, holy smokes, and stablecoins are getting deeply embedded in Stripe's core product. The stablecoin bill introduced by Senator Bill Hagerty is the early focal point of crypto policy for the new administration, and there was another document that came out like 5-10 minutes ago. I need to go back, maybe at the end of this we'll go and look, but I do have it saved. Tether, the leading stablecoin issuer in the world, just reported $13 billion of net profit in 2024. And the thing to kind of pause with this is there was this MiCA regulation guideline in Europe And there was questions about like if Tether is going to be associated with that, what happens with Ripple USD, all these narratives, but let's continue. Big banks will soon issue their own stablecoins, and some of the largest consumer apps on the internet will soon add crypto wallets and stablecoin payments. Many ask, the best way to bet on this? Question mark. New startups will be built around stables, but for the average person, ETH is the ticker. There we go. Listen, we always need a little bit of a good bag shilling at the end. Yo, you banned USDT. Nah, that's crazy. It's funny how every different like jurisdiction is completely different on that front. Okay, ICO Beast talked about Pacmoon. And it made me stop and be like, wait, hold on a second. I remember that. That was from Blast. What the hell happened to it? What? Wow, what actually happened to it? So if we go to like the 1 year chart, at one point this was over 20 cents and now we're like below a cent. Okay. I mean, listen, that's significantly below a cent, but 200,000 market cap, less than 1 million fully diluted. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to think about certain tokens, right? We see all the time on the timeline, there's this new narrative and the question around meme coins. What's hot, what's not, the new chain. You look back at old things and, you know, I'm terrified to touch certain things just because of that aspect. But Ripple USD is Mika compliant. Hey, there we go. Okay, Walker World, they had a video. Let's see what they got cooking for us. Yo, is that BSP? Nah. Hold on. Is that BSP? Yo, the guy's got the beard. I don't know if you wear a tinfoil hat, but guy's coming out of the tan room. Jeez. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that video had like a lot more to it. That was kind of just a walkway, and that was it. I expected a little bit better. I expected a little bit better, but we'll see what comes out from Walker World. Okay, so as the title suggested, in Big Sexy Bartolo, I can throw on some red shades and a tinfoil. I'd rock it. Hell yeah. I think they had 2 videos. There was another one that was them in a gym with like an alien ship coming over top of it, but I don't think any of them like gave an inclination of like what's about to happen. It's kind of this mysterious component. But based off the title, where we have 80 mil plus injected, saw this post from Matty B. So 84 billion injected into NFTs, question mark. Starbucks is valued at 127.14 billion for comparison. So it's like not half that, but around there. Technavio just published a news release about the growth of the NFT market. The headline says that all non-fungible token market to grow by 84 billion from 2025 to 2029. So a couple of years, we're going up 84 billion. And increasing demand for digital art boosts market, AI's impact. And so it's got a couple of different countries in there highlighting that. Hands up in the class if you are associated or from either of these countries: the US, China, Canada, Japan, India, South Korea, Brazil, UK, Australia, and Germany. Now, I know there's a lot of countries out there, but that feels like that's half the globe right in there. But China and India alone have nearly 3 billion people. So is everyone coming for NFTs? And these stats are kind of interesting. And within this conversation, I have a link down in the description below for the RWA Segments podcast that I do. And we have a guest that's named Svi from Baxis that's coming on. And his thought, because I asked him about this article, and we recorded, because I saw it yesterday. I forget what time we recorded. But his response was, if you can print something out of thin air, can you really say that this is a valuable thing, or say like we can project the future based off of things getting printed out of thin air? That's, you know, it's a great question. It's a great question, but either way, if our bags go up, we're vibing. You know what I'm saying? Captain Trippy from Bored Apes: to whom it may concern, please stop treating U.S. citizens like it's 2024 and Biden is the president. You guys see that Biden signed with like the creative art agency, like CAA, people that like actors and stuff sign with? Biden signed. Nah, it's crazy. Gensler is SEC chair in Operation Choke Point 2.0 is in full effect, and that was saying like, you know, stop treating it. I guess for the Barachain, curious if any of you guys ended up getting involved with Barachain at all. But I guess U.S. users are restricted. Everybody just uses a VPN, but they're restricted. So Interesting that even though we have all this positive notion around things, we still have a restriction of some sort. Now, I just want to check over here. Breezy with the one PENGU. What in the world? Thank you so much. I didn't even see this. Have a great stream. Thank you. And Jeremy, this is super weird. I don't know why it doesn't show up in my chat here. So I can't, if you're on Abstract, what's up? Apologize if I miss anything. So real world, no assets. Different person named Matt. Shrimp farming startup backed at $1.4 billion valuation by SoftBank May liquidated after investors found that 75% of revenue is fake. And this goes back to like the tokenization of everything. Like if you can tell things are legit, you're not going to have to worry about these things. Imagine being an investor and then finding out that you invested in something with a $1.4 billion valuation and 75% of it is fake. What are we doing? Unbelievable. Are you from Canada? Well, do I have a proposition for you? The Blockchain Futurist Conference. I saw this post. Justin Sun, founder of Tron, is speaking on this, and I was like, well, that's interesting. They've had Vitalik. They've had other notable speakers there. A lot of these crypto conferences, you get there, and they kind of just shill whatever they're into. You know what I mean? And it's like a toss between like a genuine discussion versus, hey, come launch your crypto business in our country, which was one specifically last year that I vividly remember because it was just, I don't know, it was just weird. So anyway, these tickets used to be like several $100s, and I clicked on it, and this year it's a single day, and the tickets are free. Now, there is a VIP package for those several hundreds of dollars if interested, but if you are from like the GTA or, willing to travel, if you're wanting to go to that event, just an FYI, the tickets are free for that for this year, and I might go to that. We'll see. All right, so we have different people that are out on the timeline being involved with crypto. Some people like certain individuals, some people don't like others, but everybody's got different ideas, and if you have a decent following, it's going to get brought up. So Faze Banks has been talking about for a while that they want to create like a Grand Theft Auto, or that Grand Theft Auto was going to be a big play within crypto. Imagine playing like the role playing, having like a day job within Grand Theft Auto. That's the future. He was on some podcast before and I clipped it and played it on here before. Now, Adin Ross is jumping into crypto and kind of saying the exact same thing. Now, I don't know how easy it is to integrate that sort of stuff within GTA, but the idea that the metaverse is getting pushed from a lot of different people, and I'm very curious what that sort of looks like. And I don't have it in this session, but apparently the Hawk Tua person launched a podcast with Faze Banks, and then they deleted it. And now there's all this conversation about, oh, there was insider trading and people going down to check wallets and all the shenanigans. It's always exciting. Mooncat5997. Good morning, legends. That's you. I bought 22 more Gemesis to reach 2,100 units. This is NFT history. So I checked. And if you guys don't know how to check something, you can go to OpenSea, find a collection. If you go over to the details on the left-hand side and then click into the contract address, it'll pop up, and then there'll be like a thing right here that says the Gemesis. You'll click that, and then you can see that there's a holders tab. And this is for any NFT collection there is. And the first one, 5997.ismymooncat, 2,100, 2.2% of the entire Gemesis collection. And so my simple question for you is, do you even farm OpenSea XP right now? I feel OpenSea had some goodwill going into December of last year, and then it just went away. It just completely went away. People weren't that excited about the new updates. It's another grind, exactly like Blur. After the entire timeline screamed about, hey, let's not do this, that's what they did. Unbelievable. Yo, legit Badgie. Thank you so much for the one PENGU. I'm going to have to like leave the stream open and keep checking back over. I appreciate you. You're insane. Thank you. All right. Now we're talking about PENGU. We're now seeing FUD on the timeline regarding PENGU. Here's a take from Beanie. If PENGU can barely hang on to a billion of fully diluted value, do you think any other official NFT collection meme coin is going to make it big? Pudgy Penguins by far had the most goodwill and product market fit. I agree with the most goodwill, 100%. That point right there. For this type of token, any other collection trying to replicate the success will flop. And this is something that, you know, you go on Blur, you go on OpenSea, you see all like the top NFT collections, and you still have these collections that you're wondering, all right, what happens for the value proposition, right? Like, let's take Bored Apes as an example, which we have them behind. They have the final year of the token yield associated with that, and then what happens for the NFTs. I feel the Pudgy Penguins has a ton of things that are super exciting because everybody just seems to like them. Where when you look at different NFT collections, you have people that are segregated into whatever their specific interests are. And I don't know how that's going to shape up with the broader landscape. Obviously, you're going to have big time bulls on something. But here, let's talk about an NFT that went after a show. And I've seen more and more people bring up Stoner Cats. I think everybody has like fond memories of it, even though it was a gas war. There was problems with the SEC. Collection is like not tradable on half the platforms anymore. But the Mrs. Stoner Cat NFTs, these were going for $200,000. People were paying for. Vitalik Buterin was a part of the cast. It Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis. You can watch all of these free on YouTube. And I do also have a video that I commented on here. If you type in Remember Stoner Cats, that actually plays some of the AMAs they had back in the day. And you can hear the team talk. Because there was a lot of moments you kind of go and question. You're like, I don't know about that one. Dan Tapiro, we aren't bullish enough. From Cointelegraph yesterday, Elon Musk proposes putting the U.S. Treasury on blockchain for full spending transparency. If you've been on the timeline, you've seen a lot about government spending in general. It started hitting nations all along. I'm from Canada, and I'm seeing a ton of people starting to talk about, well, hold on, where's government's paying going for this sort of stuff? And I think, generally speaking, if you're working with a bunch of people's money, it is cool to see the transparent side, and blockchain does offer that. So the question, in theory, is if that were to happen, what blockchain does it go on? Is it something that's new? Is it one that already exists? And what are the ramifications from that? My Pet Hooligan, absolutely love the videos coming out of here. Apparently they have some esports tourneys coming up.
Hey Carrot Gang, Referee Hooligan here. We've got a whole lot coming your way this year. So let's get into the first few months of the My Pet Hooligan Esports League schedule, shall we? It's gonna be lit, as the kids say. January, almost over, don't worry about it. Fast and Furious February, we've got 32 game nights with a whole bunch of partner communities. Why is it Fast and Furious? Because we're furries. Wrong community. March, MPH Mania. We've got a 64-player solo regional cup, which is 2 times 32 from last month. And if you carry the one, I don't know math anymore, but we got cups for days. April, we've got a 4v4 Swiss Cup. Why is it a Swiss Cup? I don't know. Ricola! Max Exposure May. We've got an MPH Creators Cup, and we're going to expose all of them. Carrot Gang, we'll have players from all over the world playing MPH, so stay tuned for more updates on incentives and prizes. Hooly-hoo!
I love that character. I don't know why more teams don't do that. Obviously, My Pet Hooligan, if you've ever seen behind the scenes, they have the studio and whatnot in place to do it. But these short hit videos, amazing. Amazing. You guys in North America know Ricola? Yes, we know Ricola. It's like it's you remember the commercial more than the actual item. My Pet Hooligan have done great work. Yo, Gary Doze, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, totally agree. So the Readyverse, are you ready to experience Shibuya City like never before? The first sneak peek drops February 7th, which is tomorrow. And stay tuned on X. And if you're in Japan, you can see it on at Dig Shibuya, which I clicked on this and it had a whole bunch of events. I don't know if this is like New York's Times Square, if anybody's familiar with it. But yeah, I'm trying to think of why the hell am I forgetting the movie? Ready Player One, thank you. Ready Player One, they are building out a metaverse through Readyverse, and there's been hints that after ETH Denver or at ETH Denver, there's a lot of big things coming around that. Interesting that they're picking that event specifically, but we're going to get a first sneak peek on that. Curious if this is going to bring back a lot of interest within that franchise. Obviously, it was one of the first and kind of only big like metaverse-based movies and ahead of its time in that regard. Too funny, wasn't sure if it made it across the ocean. Yeah. Hey, good, Gary, I'm glad. So which of these other side metas environment do you want to experience or build on the most? So let's take this in two perspectives. One, all we've seen so far are the like 2D models of Otherside. We're starting to see these like full landscapes of what this is actually going to look like. Now, my question is, why are we building on this? What are we building? Why and what? Because when you look at this, it says, all right, for most of it, this feels like somewhere where you would go, maybe collect a resource, fight a boss, that sort of thing, where it doesn't really make sense for me to build on that unless I'm thinking, all right, within this plot of land, I can build an experience myself that I think is going to be fun, in which we can relate it to the sandbox. If you guys remember Sandbox or played it, people can go out and build in their sandbox, in their plot of land, an experience. And that's cool. However, most of the time, somebody outsources that to somebody that can build or is more familiar with the tools. So is Otherside going to have this huge realm where people are going to be hired to build out certain components within here? Or is it going to be about fighting something? And you're just kind of putting these characters on and it's super easy and anybody can use? Does this involve AI tools where you just type in a prompt and the whole experience is made for you as long as you have some creativity up in your noggin? Not sure. Phil, I want to help do this. Can you imagine case hits like an original sketch signed by artists we love, signed banana by Crypto Garga, hand-painted bathroom tile by Gordon Goner, a massive 1008 case, etc. So Phil's talking about Ape Chain and pack drops on there. I think that's one thing we are seeing a little bit more of, where possible. If collections have some kind of realm to do a pack drop. I believe that's what we just saw with Chimpers, and that's where this post came from. And so they're doing like these trading cards that are also physical and digital, and it's super cool to see. But of course, Top Shot being one of the OGs with the original pack rips. The irony of this press conference is that 6 months ago, under Gensler, this exact speech would have caused a huge rally in crypto. People are missing the forest from the trees here. Now, obviously, this was the other day, based off the response from the US craziness within that press conference. Not really crazy. I still, reflecting on that conference, it was good. Didn't need to be 40 minutes. But it's positive. So what are we complaining about positivity for? But this is a great perspective. This is a great perspective. And check it over here. Yo, Too Fat, what's going on? How you feeling about Nifty Island? I'm still super bullish on multi-chain integrations within the game. So I played Nifty Island for the first experience that they had, like the airdrop for season 1. It was fun, and I felt like I kept wanting to play and try to encourage other people to play because I was getting rewarded for it. The problem is that like the combat and whatnot, it didn't feel was exciting enough beyond the airdrop. So I haven't actually played it since, but I saw somebody streaming it the other day on the timeline, and it seemed like the graphics were massively enhanced. Is that a correct statement or nah? Because it feels like it's done some pretty good things. AI agents are now available as a week ago. Hell yeah. Well, let me know. Tell me, give me the lowdown. What's all the goodies in there? I'm curious. When you mean AI agents more specifically. It's like, what does that mean? That you got to tell them they can do something? Are they earning for you? This is just your opportunity to judge, because you're an art critic. You guys ever seen Ratatouille? And you have the food critic? You guys can be art critics. Just give yourself the title. So when you see these, they're pixelated pizza pets. Do you vibe with it? It's like, nah. Trying to look around. This reminds me of like the Exodia pieces, because these two don't even look like they're a full, complete part. It's like a shoulder blade or half of a head, where the rest of these, I mean, this looks like a couple of Digimons maybe. I don't know. They're all right. Doesn't scream amazing to me. Chinese ByteDance just announced OmniHuman. This is a little bit of AI news. This AI can make a single image talk, sing, and rap expressively with gestures from audio or video. So look at this. You have the person that's talking down here on the bottom.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a new client of Home Instead and friend and former neighbor of Lori and Paul Hogan, I am so honored to be chosen to offer the invocation this evening.
Nah, that's crazy. Yesterday we we're going over how somebody's faking their appearance on a job interview to scam people. Now we got these things coming out. The AI wave is happening fast, and a lot of us aren't properly paying attention. So what happened to BasedAF? This was a project that, if you're from the Futurist community, they used to sponsor Jerry's video. They had a ton of things similar to My Pet Hooligan, but they haven't posted since like several months ago. But let's check what their last video was nonetheless.
What up, Dingles? It's only your new favorite Drizzy ZoeZero. Lot right in on UEFN, here to bring you the big bird on the goings on in here, because face it, ain't nobody else got the key hat for that. Wow, that got a little bit naughty, didn't it? Oops. So listen, yeah, the latest release notes just dropped and you're probably just like me. It's completely munted. Munted. Because yeah, it's like, well, Kumalala. Kumalala. Especially for you baby gonks out there. I see you. But there was one little theory in there that should have you dev-mogging in no time. Get ready, because
All right, so they're just going on there, but this is kind of the same thing where you have the character that's doing the actions, you have the gears set up to my pet Hooligan, but this is done in a little bit of a different way. He posted about the state of BasedAF on his LinkedIn. So, like, is it done? Are they trying to get funding? What happened with it overall? Yo, Quadzilla, what's going on? Dude, you did it. You did it. You were able to say it. You're vibing. Okay, Luke from Pixels. If you're familiar with the game over on Ronin, I still so firmly believe sustainable play to earn is achievable. I am committed to this problem. Whether you like it or not, I will be around for a while. When Pixels Online solves it, we all win. We are the leaders, so we will take the most criticism. It is part of the job. So, I mean, what do you say about it? If I asked you, what do you do right now in Web3 that's play to earn? Do you think half the people watching would say, yeah, I do something? Is everybody involved with that? Do they, and the thing you're involved with, would you say that it's sustainable, whatever it is? Some of you were hyped up about before, and we're going into this year and everybody's screaming it's going to be the year for blockchain gaming. Well, on the timeline, you'd think somebody died. What are we doing? Believins, the studio is done. Robin is available for freelance storytelling jobs. IP is not dead as he wants to keep doing stuff with it, but unfortunately no more mocap studio and Unreal Engine environments for now. Yo, the studio is done. Wow. That's breaking news to me. I wonder why. I really wonder why. Hunter Solaire, top 5 gaming teams with the most funding and no token yet. Wildcard, Azure Games, Off the Grid, MapleStory U, and Limit Break. So I know we continue to ask different questions, but how many of these have you heard of before? Off the Grid? Yep. MapleStory U? Yep. Limit Break? Nope. Azure Games? Nope. Wildcard? Nope. I mean, maybe I have, and I'm just not familiar with the name itself. But it also highlights how much funding, and that's the bigger story. So one's got 200 mil, one's got 100 mil, one's got 90 mil, one's got 68, one's got 46. And the other day, Taproot Wizards announced that they raised 30 mil. Well, Igloo Inc., like 5-6 months back, raised, I think, 11 million. So the valuations and funding around everything within Web3 just feels so all over the place right now. And I don't really know what to believe in terms of which ones are going to come out on top. Because I don't know if the funding number really matters, apart from thinking, oh, I'm safe. But, of course, we had Recur that got like 60 mil plus, and they shut down. All right, here's your security alert. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. It's an ambulance. I'm taking you to the hospital because you almost had a heart attack because you clicked on something and you got drained. But it didn't actually happen because you had a heart attack before clicking it because you realized this might be a scam because you were aware and you thought about things. True. Jupiter Exchange, yesterday, the X account has been hacked. This was weird, and I don't really know the full story about it because I saw this and I was like, damn, X, we keep having these issues of accounts getting compromised all the frickin' time. What are we doing? But then it came out that one of the people that has access to Jupiter, or like their social media manager, was traveling somewhere and they haven't heard from this person. And so it became like an actual, like, potential in-person security event. So I don't know if that's got rectified or what. I'm hoping for all the best in that regard, but just a little bit of a reminder again, whenever you see big accounts or anybody talk about a random mint, an airdrop, whatever, if it's not explicitly made aware of ahead of time, we just don't have those spur-of-the-moment shenanigans anymore. Welcome to Yesterday's Tomorrow, where we bring you the latest on the future of decentralized AI and AI agents transforming the digital landscape. Okay, so If you've been here the whole time, one, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. We're on X, YouTube, Twitch, and now Abstract. Love to see it. But we had the My Pet Hooligan video. We had the BasedAF video, and both of those were done by humans. Here's an AI version. Do you like it better? Do you like it worse?
Welcome to Yesterday's Tomorrow, where we bring you the latest on the future of decentralized AI and AI agents transforming the digital landscape. First up, Amjad Masad, the CEO of Replit, announced a new feature that allows users to create applications directly from their phones. They tease the process of creating an app on a mobile device, highlighting the user-friendly interface and the ease with which users can develop applications without prior experience. Next, 11 Labs just raised $180 million to give every AI agent a voice. In just 2 months, developers have built over 250,000 AI agents, bringing voice AI to education, gaming, and beyond. Now, they're taking it further, introducing new models, better control, and seamless collaboration across more devices and languages. By the way, they are hiring. Next up, OmniHuman can turn a single photo into a realistic full-body video, capturing natural movements.
Hey,
like
that's what we
speaking,
played earlier.
Singing, and gesturing. Trained on more than 18,000 hours of human video data, it uses an omniconditions strategy, integrating text, audio, and body motion for more lifelike animations. Unlike earlier models that only animated faces or upper bodies, OmniHuman works with any image size, portrait, half-body, or full-body, delivering high-quality, natural-looking videos across entertainment, education, and digital communication. While the technology opens exciting possibilities, it also raises concerns about synthetic media misuse. And finally, Andreessen Horowitz has released an updated thesis on AI voice agents, reflecting on the rapid growth in 2024 driven by major model breakthroughs and hundreds of new startups entering the space. Their update explores how the AI voice landscape has evolved and identifies key opportunities for 2025. It includes market maps detailing the B2B and B2C sectors, highlighting where AI voice is making the biggest impact and where the next wave of innovation is expected. Find the full report in the thread with this.
So, one, that's freaky, that there's that much that's happening within AI. Two, that's hilarious that we played something earlier and that happened to be in this report. And three, remember when they said they made 25,000 agents? We talk right now about trying to get other people to use whatever chain we use the most of. Imagine when these AI agents are out there and there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions to billions of them on these different chains. That's some craziness to think about right there and a half. Quad, wow, very noble. Decided. Luca just confirmed a major acquisition in a space is probably something. So this is another thing where, I mean, to believe-ins, I just saw your post in there. I will try to wait, Facebook, yeah, Supermassive. I'll try to click on that in a second and bring it up. But this is one of the questions, right? Where you have somebody that has talent, a studio that's able to do something, and it seems like they're just straight up shutting down more than anything else. But there are people out there that are wanting to acquire these different protocols, IP, whatever it may be. So for this announcement regarding Pudgy Penguins, I'm assuming, is this a tech acquisition? Is this an IP acquisition? Is this an entire studio acquisition? Still waiting to find out what it is. DeFi Llama. If you guys want to find out if you have an airdrop, this is phenomenal. So you just go to the DeFi Llama website, which is DeFi Llama, and it's like 2 L's in there. I'll leave that up on the screen for like 5 seconds so you guys can see that if you want to screen cap it. Feel free. But you'll go there, and on the left-hand side, you don't need to like log in or anything, but you'll see an airdrops tab on the left. And then you will just simply copy and paste your wallet and or wallets in here, and it'll pop up. I found out that I had one from like D-Bridge. I used that bridge like once or twice forever ago. I was like, okay, cool. So if you want to know if you're missing out on some free airdrops, feel free to go check it out. Distinguishing real from AI is going to be so hard when we get our heads around. Fake news version 2. It's scary to think about when you see all of it. And the video that we played yesterday, if you saw the stream, it was visibly AI. And we're seeing more and more where that's getting harder to tell depending on what the software is. And even on TikTok. And I love that they're doing it, but there is a little tab that says this is AI generated. And we're going to need a lot more than that. So ApeCoin, bonjour apes, riding with Vinny Haggard to deliver his unmistakable style to NFT Paris with greetings from ApeChain. 50 one-of-one hand-drawn postcards inviting you to join us on ApeChain. So this is cool that there's an artist rendition. It's super limited edition. My initial reaction to this, however, is I think the future is all going to be about working with various artists to do renditions of whatever you enjoy. Because, okay, let me put this in context. If I talk about ApeChain, do you care that I'm talking about ApeChain? Your response might be yes. Your response might be no. If your response is yes, you probably think, all right, this is cool, unless you just generally appreciate the art. Let's change the subject. Let's say that this is about YouTube, and it's not ApeCoin. This is about YouTube, and this is an artist rendition. Some of you be like, oh, you know what? I love watching YouTube. That's super cool. Other people, I don't really use YouTube a lot. I don't care. Now, that's a bit of an extreme because YouTube's super popular, but we go down to these different chains, these different NFT collections out there. I'm surprised in general that we don't see more artist collaboration about what's going on because it's cool. I think these kind of things are cool. Yo, Boomer, what's going on, my brother? Holy smokes. Remember the other day, we were playing a little bit of Marvel Rivals? That was toxic, but not as toxic as gas fees on ETH literally not existing because nobody's doing any transactions because everybody's out of money. What are we doing? This is insane to think about. Gas wars. We used to pay thousands of dollars. Sorry. That was like maybe once or twice the Vogu mint, the Stoner Cats mint. We used to pay $50 to $100+ to try to get through a single transaction. And now you can do so for 6 cents. So what's the point of all these other L2s if you can literally just use mainnet for 6 cents? Now, it's supposed to be a joke, but it is just ridiculous how cheap it is to transact on ETH. Turn on Schiller Stream and get instant ads instantly talking about fast food. Listen, they know the goods are here. Okay, Believins, I'm bringing up that. Okay, I am bringing up this post here. I'm trying to... Hold on a second. It's funny seeing on LinkedIn when people use their real name because, like, doesn't the guy go as, like, BasedAF? So, like, it doesn't... doesn't work that way. Yo, Hype, thank you for the 5 PENGU and OX8. Yo, thank you. Thank you. You guys are crazy. It's cool. It's cool using Abstract for the first time here. Love it. Okay, I got it up. Sorry, I needed a copy and paste because it was not showing or showing a little bit too much, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. The end of the road. Yes, BasedAF is closing. We don't need to get into the whys and the wherefores. The headwinds challenging any studio competing for business and moving image of whatever kind are impossible to model and impossible to form any kind of long-term picture around. So it's adios. This is the last piece of work the studio created. In many ways, it's the perfect final piece. The 3D environments are actually the LED wall components for virtual production. Because I'm fully digital, I can do things that the live action team cannot. So we did. This is the best version of what we built in terms of fidelity, performance, and sheer fun. Yes, I play both parts in the mental fatigue of directing yourself in a blind environment, playing multiple different characters, and figuring out technical solutions to problems nobody's ever tried to solve before is something I'll both miss and be glad I never have to take on again. This is just confusing to me for like a couple of reasons, because I thought, first of all, that it was kind of cool. You know, like the live action video and whatnot is neat. As I've said with my pet Hooligan, I think that if teams can do that, it's a very nice personal touch. But if he's saying that there's no, like, sorry, let me read this right. In moving image of whatever kind, the headwinds challenging any studio competing for business in moving image of whatever kind are impossible to model and impossible to form any kind of long-term picture around. So is that insinuating that like the style of content you can't produce bigger? Or is that implying that there's nobody that's interested in that form of content? Because I thought it was really cool. Now, obviously, we're not out here. It's sort of like esports, right? The problem with esports is everybody watches it, enjoys it, but then nobody buys the jerseys, nobody pays for like ads, donations, or anything like that. They just enjoy it. And that was something that I saw on the timeline. I was like, oh, this is cool. But obviously, I didn't financially contribute whatsoever. Yeah, they're closing happy. I didn't write that C check. And that's another point too. Like that's another point, right? It's like There's opportunities out there, but I'm very fearful that one, people are just going to say, I have other better things to do because the space is just, crazy as is. And OXA23, yo, you're insane. Thank you for the one PENGU. We're going to become PENGU bulls at the end of this. But I don't know. All right, let me just scroll back through here for like some more of the daily stuff because we went through and there's a whole bunch of you guys here, and I appreciate the hell out of you. Oh, yo, did you see on the timeline the Pauly dude apparently is wanted in Puerto Rico for assaulting somebody? Yeah, the guy that went to court with Yuga, that was hilarious. Oh, okay. So I'm only gonna play the audio because I don't want to get DMCA'd on this, but listen to what's said, and it's Giannis from the NBA, Antetokounmpo.
And our versatility is obviously it's really good for us. And for me, I'm looking at it like...
Okay, so Giannis is saying Hawk Tua, right? The whole Hawk Tua thing. And if you're joining the stream late, if you haven't seen on the timeline, Hawk Tua, they launched another podcast. It was with FaZe Banks. They're getting completely canceled over the whole thing. It's deleted already. I don't know what's going on that front, but like what in the absolute hell is happening? It's nuts. It's nuts. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I just came across one that's really, really good. So, how are you getting PENGU donations? So on Abstract, I don't know. I guess it's just like a thing where if you're on here, you can just like tip based off of the way that it works. I have no idea, to be totally honest. But if you guys are wanting to click on the Abstract stream, it is on the X bio. I don't know how it works in the sense of, Jeremy helped me out with setting the stream up, but I apparently need to like restart the stream. So if you were to type in stream 4765, well, you can't see it, but it's on like the top of the screen here. It will not populate again next time. I have to like recycle it. So that's the only kind of hiccup with it. Okay, the point that I'm trying to get to, focusing, ApeCoin's untapped potential. Analysts see a 50x surge ahead of ApeCoin. What are we doing? So this is if everything goes like ape shit insane. One of my favorite tools, CoinGecko. Type in CoinGecko, compare cryptocurrencies. If you want to feel bullish, type in your bags, compare it to everything. But let's use ApeCoin. And let's say that it's going to get to the size of Polygon. All right? So to get to the size of Polygon from ApeCoin, it is a 1x, right? And again, the article says a 10x. So then let's go along here, and then let's go all the way up to Sol. So if it gets to Sol, it goes to 199x. So 50 sounds kind of viable if you can get all the way up to Sol. But that is the question. Do you think the stuff that around ApeCoin has the potential to get to where Sol does? And remember, the entire existence of memes almost exclusively lives on Solana. They do have other experiences and whatnot. They're starting to get mind share. Well, let's check out the charts here.
Why you betting on my boy like that?
Analysis, in quotes, of course. Well, asterisks, I should say. Thank you for the 100 bits. But let's go and see where this would have to go. So, Shiba Inu. All right, let's do Shiba Inu. So this would be a 19x. If it was able to get to Shiba Inu, this is like what, 8.8 billion? I have to go up. Do we have top 10 over on Tron? Okay, 42x. So if it hits a top 10 currency, then it is pushing close to the 50x predictions. And we could do this for any other coin, right? We could do this for anime. We could do this for PENGU. Sure, let's actually do it for PENGU while we're here, if this is on here. Yeah. So if PENGU goes to Tron, well, actually, PENGU is way higher than Ape, apparently. Holy smokes. That's a 28x from there, which again, very, very bullish. But the point being is, I think most people don't understand the market caps. Now, what can happen, though, is if everything goes on chain and we're all doing everything online and the predictions people have of the crypto market going from, what are we at, 3 trillion to like 100 trillion plus? All right. I'm going to eat the words about being a skeptic 100%. 100%. But we have to get there first. So we got bold predictions, but check out the market caps on things, because you would be surprised. Because if we go back to this list, let's use like another one here. Is there any ones that are like sort of newer on here that would be a good? Oh, Theta Network. I was trying to think of the streaming token that was involved when that was that one. Jasmine, Ethereum name service is still top 100. Do you guys do anything with Ethereum name service token? Do you remember that airdrop? That was a good Christmas. True. Let's do the sandbox. And if we do the sandbox, Ape's ahead of that. Oh my God. Hold on. Yo, Ape is behind sandbox. All right. So from that comparison right there, we got problems. So we're calling for a 50x when Ape currently isn't even where sandbox is. What are we doing? Insane. Can you do ETH to PENGU? Want to see how far ETH would fall? Yo, the currency conversion. The currency conversion. What do we got on here? It would be 0. Can we do it backwards? So I guess it would be a negative 472x, I suppose, if we're going to have to reverse this, because it just simply doesn't let us. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It'd be $5.70. I was too focused on this. So yeah, if Ethereum fall to where PENGU did, it'd be worth $5. Can you imagine the state of the timeline if that were to happen? That would be disgusting. Yo, 86, good morning. Thank you so much for the PENGU. Yeah, it's so weird to say. I love it. But there you go. So again, CoinGecko.com, cryptocurrency compare. Have fun comparing your favorite cryptocurrency market caps overall. The DeFi Llama, check the airdrop checker. That's your alpha for the day. That's it for this edition of XFeed. Again, we go live Monday through Friday, various times within the day. Hopefully you're able to make it. If you're wanting more content specifically around RWAs, collectibles, the tokenization of everything, if you check in the description below, if you're on YouTube or on my bio on X, it's in there. And otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a phenomenal afternoon. Boomer, Believins, Gary Doge, BSP, appreciate the tinfoil man. What a legend. Appreciate you coming on through. And Boomer, thank you so much for the 100 bits. And everybody over on Abstract, thank you for the PENGU as well. Bye.
Now I'm just what you want. I look like you want me to, and I can't tell what's true, cause my world's made up of fake news, yeah. I'm realigning every facet of the space I'm in. I'm customizing all the curves that give the shape I'm in. I'm redesigning all of me so maybe I'll fit in. Now I'm not whining, but I fucking hate this world we're in. It's just not the kind of place I wanna be. It don't got the kind of rules I wanna see. I feel caught with no shot, so fuck not. Won't live inside your robot. Not like this, cause I don't think you really know who I am, or what I like, or why I don't fit inside your universe, cause I always come out feeling worse. No. And you don't know me, despite all your data says. These ads I confess, they must know I'm depressed, yeah. And I don't think like that, I'm not like you. Fuck you, I'm not a stat, I'm misconstrued. I'm taking my life back, but from all your garbage I scroll through. I'm not like this, cause I don't think you really know who I am, or what I like, or why I don't fit inside your universe, cause I always come out feeling worse. And I don't think like that, I'm not like you. Fuck you, I'm not a stat, I'm misconstrued. I'm taking my life back, but from all your garbage I scroll through. So I hit start like this, and the world loads like that, and I blow harsh with a kiss. I'm metamorphosing into a cat. Now I race around like glitch, find the time to look a name on Twitch, switching lights in my brain, yeah, Pokemon got me bewitched. I'm fucking with fans, trying to make them glow, and we take pics like this, and I like the pics so much, I'm gonna pin them up home. Now they can reach me by phone, I am doing this on my own. This kingdom will be overthrown. I'm realigning every facet of the space I'm in. I'm customizing all the curves that give the shape I'm in. I'm redesigning all of me so maybe I'll fit in. Now I'm not whining, but I fucking hate this world we're in. It's just not the kind of place I wanna be. It don't got the kind of rules I wanna see. I feel caught with no shot, so fuck not. Won't live inside your robot. Won't live inside your robot. Won't live inside your robot. I'm not your